Hello, how are you? I'm good, I'm fine, I'm in front of the camera. Okay, thank you so much for being with me. My name is Fama King Bemudu, author of Can I Be Married Already? Biblical answers to the questions that plague your heart because you're still single. And the video you're watching is one of six book reading videos. This is the third of what will be six book reading videos that I'm creating to give will-be readers of my book, which will be released November the 5th, 2018, a peek of what's in the different chapters of the book. So Can I Be Married Already is a Christian non-fiction book that provides biblical answers to questions that Christian singles are too shy to ask but very eager to know about singleness, sex, and solemnization. And so that's what the book is about. It has 7 chapters. I currently give away the first chapter for free, so if you haven't read the first chapter of my book, please follow the link below. There's a link you see, download free chapter here. Please click on the link and download the free chapter. If you want to pre-order the book, there's a link below to pre-order, so you can follow those links. Thank you so much. I want to also take an opportunity to say thank you so much to everyone who has pre-ordered my book. I celebrate you. I love you. I'm really grateful for your show of faith in my work. Thank you so much. Everyone who has gone out of the way to share the link to my free chapter with friends and family. I get so many people are going out of the way to share my work with so many other people, and I'm really, really, really grateful. Okay, so you're here to hear me read a piece of chapter 4. If you have not watched the first 2 videos where I read a bit of chapter 2 and then chapter 3, please check my channel. You will find the previous videos. This is the third of what will be 6 videos, where I'll now read chapter 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's get on with it. Okay, so chapter 4, what to do until love finds you. Here's what you should be doing with this season of your life. And it reads, are you single? Are you down? And you don't feel like going out to town? Are you single? Are you sad? Is this the worst time you've ever had? Then put your chin up and smell the coffee, because being single is like a toffee. It is sweet, precious, and very dear. Savor this phase of life while it is here, because when you hook up you will complain. Don't let your single status go in vain. This is a poem by an anonymous person. I found it on the internet and he resonated with me, so I put it in here. Right after the poem, I go over to a story. Okay, so it reads, the story is told of a girl named Princess who found it difficult to enjoy whatever she was doing at the moment. She was always convinced that her life will be better next week, next month, next season, next year. While in primary school, she wished she were in secondary school so she could wear the same school uniform as her older sister. But once in secondary school, she became eager to graduate because her teachers were strict and assigned lots of homework. During the dry season, she'd complain about the heat and pray for the rains to come. But once the rains came, she'd bemoan the fact that she had to go everywhere with an umbrella and would again start counting down to the dry season. She always wanted to move on to the next stage of her life. One day, while walking home from school through the forest, Princess met an old man who offered her a glistering golden ball of magic thread. The old man explained, "This is the thread of your life, my child. If you want time to pass more quickly, simply pull the thread a little bit and an hour will pass like a second." However, he also warned her, saying, "Be careful how you pull this thread, my child. For once you pull out the thread, you cannot push it back in again. You can only move forward in time, never back." Princess leapt for joy as she thankfully accepted the old man's magic thread. Her prayers had been answered. How easy and fun her life would be now, as she could now skip past any time she had to wait or whenever she was experiencing any difficulty. School was too tedious, so she pulled the magic thread and found herself out of secondary school and in her dream university. She attended a few lectures and was bored, so she pulled the magic thread, and was done with school and on her dream job. While at work, she met a guy and fell in love. She couldn't wait to marry him, so she used her resources. She pulled the magic thread, and voila, it was their wedding day. When she got pregnant, she didn't want to deal with the discomfort of carrying the child for 9 months and suffer through labor pains. So, what do you think she did? She pulled the magic thread and she gave birth to a son effortlessly. Princess moved through the rest of her life, pulling the magic thread every time she faced a difficulty or had to wait. One day, she woke up and realized that she and her husband were now old. Their 4 children were grown and no longer lived with them. Princess then went for a walk in the forest, only to run into the old man who often had the magic thread, although all that while ago. The old man smiled and asked her, "So, Princess dear, did you enjoy your life?" "I'm not sure. Your magic board of thread was a blessing. I've never had to wait or suffer through any difficulty in my life. Yet, now I realize that my life has passed so quickly, so that I haven't had no time to appreciate what has happened to me. Neither the good things nor the bad. Now there's very little time left." The old man smiled again and told her he could grant her one more wish. "Choose," he said. "Would you like to continue living with the magic thread? Or would you like to go back in time and live your life without it?" You guessed right. Princess returned the magic thread and chose to live through every season of her life, making the most of each stage and dealing with the joys and challenges that came with each. She woke up the next morning as a secondary school student. The above story is my adaptation of a fable titled The Magic Thread. I decided to begin this chapter with the fable because it reminds me of our human tendency to think that we can only be happy when we get something new or move into the next season of our lives. However, like we see in the story, for us to enjoy life, we must be thankful for each season, making the most of it as we proceed on to the next. But I'll be honest, I sometimes wish I had that magic thread for a minute. I just draw the thread long enough till I'm married to God's will for my life, and I'll return the magic thread back. But there's no need wasting my time wishing for a magic thread. I'm better off focusing on making the most of where I am, on the way to where I'm going. I created an acrostic to help us remember the things we need to do until love finds us, or we find love. And the acrostic goes, Raymond gave Susan lots of pretty red roses. Now here's what the first letter of each word represents. So I created an acrostic, a sentence where the first alphabet in every word represents an idea I want to expatiate on. So the ideas or the things I believe we should do until love finds us are rejoice, grow, serve, live, prepare, receive, and drum rolls please, rest. Okay, so yeah, those are the 7 things I believe we should be doing until love finds us, until we find love. But that's not where the chapter ends. I also go ahead to talk about what not to do until love finds you. So as I was writing, I just realized there were some things that I couldn't quite explain under those ideas, those 7 ideas in the acrostic, and so I now spoke about them under what not to do until love finds you. And in this section, I talk about what the brothers should not be doing and what the sisters should not be doing. I separated it. So for the brothers, I talk about watch your words, watch your actions, prepare to be a husband and father after God's own heart, don't nurse unrealistic expectations of your wife's physical appearance. Don't do it. Okay, so for the ladies, I talk about for the ladies I say guard your heart, watch your motives for being kind to the brothers, watch the pride, watch the wardrobe, and don't nurse unrealistic expectations of your spouse's physical appearance or finances. So yeah, those are the thoughts that I share in chapter 4. What to do until love finds you. Here's what you should be doing with this season of your life. And then after that, I also go ahead, all of the chapters, there's a chapter reflection, and the chapter reflection, just a few questions I want you to answer for yourself. It gives us an opportunity to reflect on what we've read in the chapter and to see how to apply it to our lives. I didn't want us to just read through the book and just move on to the next thing and not think about what we've learned and how we can apply it to our lives. So yeah, that's all in chapter 4. You will have to buy the book so you can get everything that's in it, but I'm sure that with the portions I've read, you can see that it's an incredible book. It will be a big blessing to you. Okay, so if you have any comments, any questions, yes, some of you've commented in my previous videos. I'm so grateful. If you have any comments, please write them here. I'll answer them. If you have any questions, I'll answer them. Write them in the comments. If you haven't downloaded the free chapter, like, don't waste any more time. Go ahead, click on the link below and download your free chapter. It's free. It's free. Free. It's free. And if you have not pre-ordered, there's a link below for you to pre-order the book. Okay, so pre-order ends on the date of the official book release, which is November the 5th, 2018. Okay, so thank you so much for watching this video. Until next week Wednesday, yes, next week Wednesday, I am committed to posting the video next week Wednesday. So until next week Wednesday, when I post another video, make the most of your life and honor the Lord. Thank you. Cheers.